Breaking news! A new emperor rises and ancient China surges into a new age. Imagine you're watching a TV screen flash red with excitement, crowds gather in wide city squares, drums thunder, somewhere a child pulls at her mother's sleeve. What will happen now? She whispers. In 10 minutes, we'll race across 4,000 years, meeting mighty emperors, clever inventors, wise scholars, and fierce warriors. You're standing at the crossroads of history. Every era brings a new twist. One moment bronze swords clash in the misty valley. The next, silk flows through bustling markets. Stories of dragons and tigers, secrets written in strange symbols, and cities rising from rivers and rice fields, all await. The journey begins at the very roots of civilization. Each dynasty is a chapter, each emperor a main character in this grand saga. Keep your eyes sharp, history is alive. Every second, something changes. Are you ready? Let's step back to the very beginning, where legends become real, and the first Chinese kings carve their names into stone. Let's set the clock back more than 4,000 years ago. The land is wild, thick with forests and winding rivers. Here, the Xia dynasty, the first in legend, lays the foundation. Tales speak of King Yu, who tames the mighty floods with clever ditches. It's a world of myth, half dream, and half history. But everything starts here. People build villages along the Yellow River. Simple tools shape a new society. The Xia soon fades, and the Shang dynasty steps forward. Bronze bells echo in great halls. Skilled workers cast heavy ritual pots and sharp weapons. The Shang invent writing, strange symbols carved into turtle shells and animal bones. These oracle bones predict harvests, weather, and even wars. Life is harsh but also full of ceremony. Kings and queens lead grand rituals. Warriors ride chariots into smoky battlefields. The first Chinese cities rise, ringed by thick walls. By now, China is beginning to look like a real kingdom. Its people have stories, kings, and a language of their own. The next dynasty will take these gifts and shape them into a lasting tradition. Now we enter the Zhou dynasty, a time of both greatness and danger. Imagine wide plains dotted with villages. The Zhou kings rule, but their power is not absolute. Instead, noble families control their own lands. Trust is everything. To keep peace, the Zhou create a new idea: the mandate of heaven. If a king is fair, he keeps the throne. If not, he loses heaven's blessing. During this era, bronze bells ring out in ceremonies. Iron tools arrive, making farming easier and life more secure. The Zhou also give us the roots of Chinese philosophy. Wise men travel from village to village, teaching new ideas. Confucius speaks of kindness, respect, and order. Laozi whispers about balance and harmony with nature. But not all is calm. As time passes, Zhou power weakens. Warlords grow bold, and China splits into rival states. This is called the Warring States period. Battles thunder across the land. Yet from this chaos, brilliant minds rise: strategists, poets, and inventors. The Zhou dynasty's end is noisy and wild, but it leaves behind a treasure, wisdom, tradition, and the dream of a united China. It's 221 BCE. Smoke curls above the horizon as armies march. The Qin dynasty, led by the fierce emperor Qin Shi Huang, conquers every rival. For the first time, all of China is ruled by one man. He is strict and powerful. Laws are harsh, but he brings order. Qin Shi Huang orders the building of the Great Wall to keep out northern invaders. Imagine thousands of workers hauling stones across mountains. Roads and canals spread like veins across the land, uniting distant corners. He also makes everyone use the same money, weights, and writing. Travel and trade become easier. The emperor even builds a giant tomb for himself, filled with thousands of clay soldiers, the terracotta army. Life under the Qin is tough. Books that disagree with the emperor are burned, but the dream of unity, of one China, becomes real. People can travel from one end of the land to the other and still understand each other. The Qin dynasty is short, but it changes everything. It sets the stage for China's golden ages to come. The Han dynasty bursts onto the scene in 206 BCE, bringing peace after the turmoil of the Qin. The Han emperors are wise and fair. They lower taxes, encourage learning, and fill their courts with artists and scholars. The empire grows richer and more powerful. Imagine bustling cities with tall towers and busy markets. The Silk Road opens, connecting China to lands as far away as Rome. Merchants trade silk, spices, and secrets. Buddhism travels this road, bringing new ideas and art. The Han invent paper, making it easy to share knowledge. Historians write the first great Chinese books. Science and medicine bloom. Astronomers map the stars. Doctors use herbs and acupuncture to heal. The Han army keeps the peace, and farmers harvest rice and wheat from fertile fields. The Han dynasty lasts for 4 centuries. It shapes Chinese culture in ways that last even today. When the Han finally falls, people still dream of its golden days. We leap ahead to the Tang dynasty, an age of dazzling color and energy. The capital Chang'an is the biggest city on earth. Streets buzz with traders, dancers, and travelers from every corner of Asia. Tang poets write verses that sing like music. Painters capture misty mountains and flying birds. Buddhism flourishes, filling temples with golden statues and peaceful chants. Women wear bright silk dresses. Inventors make woodblock printing, helping stories spread far and wide. The Tang is a time of openness, art, and adventure. After the Tang, the Song dynasty takes the torch. The Song are master inventors. They create movable type for printing, build powerful ships, and use gunpowder for fireworks and weapons. Cities grow even larger, filled with shops and schools. Scholars paint and write, and the first paper money appears. Life is busy and bright. China leads the world in science, trade, and culture. Even as enemies threaten from the north, the Song make their mark as builders and dreamers. Suddenly, thunder rolls from the north. The Mongols, led by Kublai Khan, sweep in and seize China. The Yuan dynasty is born. For the first time, China is ruled by foreigners. The Mongols are fierce warriors, but they respect Chinese ways. Kublai Khan builds a shining new capital, what we today call Beijing. Life under the Yuan is full of change. The Mongols open China wider to the world. Travelers like Marco Polo arrive, amazed by the riches and wonders. New foods, art, and ideas flood into the empire. The empire stretches from the Pacific to Europe, the largest in history. Yet the Yuan face many challenges. Floods and famines test their rule. The Mongols struggle to control such a vast land. Rebellions spark in the countryside as peasants tire of taxes and hard labor. The Yuan dynasty ends in fire and revolt, but it leaves China more connected to the world than ever before. After the Mongols fall, the Ming dynasty rises with new pride. Ming emperors build strong walls and great palaces. The Forbidden City, with its golden roofs and red walls, becomes the heart of China. Ming sailors, led by Zheng He, sail giant ships all the way to Africa, bringing back treasures and tales. Ming craftsmen make fine blue and white porcelain that circles the globe. Gardens and opera flourish. Yet the world changes fast. New threats come from the north, this time, the Manchu people. They take over and begin the Qing dynasty, China's last. The Qing bring peace and order, but also struggle with wars and foreign powers. Western traders arrive, drawn by tea and silk. Old ways mix with new ideas. The empire grows huge, but faces rebellion and change. In 1912, the last emperor leaves the throne. The age of dynasties ends, but the walls, art, and traditions of these centuries shape China forever. Now, the drums of history fade, but their echoes remain. China stands as a modern giant, but everywhere you look, the past is alive. Kids learn the poems of Tang and Song. Cities grow tall, but ancient walls and temples still watch over them. Inventions from centuries ago, paper, gunpowder, silk, shape the world every day. China's timeline is a river, flowing from the Xia to today. Each dynasty built something new, ways of thinking, art, cities, and dreams. The Mandate of Heaven, the Great Wall, the Silk Road, all reminders of a story still unfolding. Modern China faces new challenges, but it draws strength from its long, proud history. The spirit of invention, poetry, and unity still inspires. 4,000 years in 10 short minutes. What a journey! And through it all, the dragon still stirs. The story isn't over. It continues in every classroom, every poem, every building that rises. 4,000 years have shaped China and the world.